just like the light of a new day. It hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free, flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. This is too good to be true. Look at me, falling for you.
Welcome! It's your boy, Stitchy529. It is week 14 of Scum Villainy League. It's Thursday, December 7th.
Week
The-
14.
Week 14, the day that will live in infamy, huh? Only a few people understand that reference. But anyways, as you can see, welcome
You're my commissioner.
my co-host here, right?
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of
I'm
course.
always happy to be here. Look at this special edition.
Yes.
What are we celebrating, Chris?
We're celebrating...
Absolutely nothing. Just life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just enjoying outdoors, right? Beautiful day, so we're like, let's just film it outside.
Yeah. I'm like, have a little bubbly.
Have a little bubbly, yes.
Just live our absolute best life.
So
Cheers.
it's week 14. This is the last regular season game. How do you feel about that?
For us. For the
Yeah.
league. Yeah. I mean, I feel sad about it because my season was shit.
Okay.
But also, I'm excited for the playoffs. Honestly, my goal all year was just to not be last. I think it's turning into an interesting last week because
Okay.
it could really go any way.
Again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's really close,
Yeah.
and one win could change the game. Everyone,
Mhm.
almost everybody except for Kevin and I, have a chance.
Have a chance. Yeah.
Have a chance to go to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
You know, the interesting thing is that this week is could be a preview for the toilet bowl because you are playing Kevin this week.
Oh.
So
Don't put us in the toilet bowl category yet. Everyone remember that the it's also a losers bracket.
yes.
So Kevin and
Yes.
I could each win in our losers bracket week
Yes,
1.
yes.
And the toilet bowl is the other two players who may or may not have been winning the vast majority of the season. So
All right, and so right now let's go back to football, okay? And then this week we only have 2 buys this week,
Mhm.
okay? So last week we had 6, and a lot of people felt it.
what are the 2 teams? Cardinals,
two
Commanders?
Yes, are the Cardinals and Commanders, and then that's it. There's no
So
more buys.
nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Bye weeks do nothing.
I'm actually pretty affected. I got Kyler Murray and Brian Robinson from each team.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, there's Curtis Samuel and Sam
Aren't
Howell.
the Vikings on bye?
No.
No, they were on bye this
They
week.
were just this past
Last week.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so only 2 of them. So, yeah, most people aren't affected. I am actually affected, so. And that's it.
Yeah, but Kyler Murray nor Robinson were like, you know, it's not like Eckler being on bye or
That's true.
Jefferson being injured. Jefferson comes back. Cheers to that. That's why we have
Yay.
champagne.
Yeah, celebrating Jefferson coming back.
Congrats.
And now we're on to everyone's favorite segment. It is
Mailbag.
All right. Let's go ahead and start them. We got 3 of them this week.
All right. It's a good week.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Okay. Usually you start off with number 1.
The question caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for it.
Uh-huh.
Something we talk about frequently.
Yeah.
Why do you think Brian never calls you?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why he probably doesn't call me. Probably because he's jealous of my team. You know, he wished he had my team. You know, I have better keepers than him. I have better everything. My team's way better than his.
Right.
I've won twice as many championships as him. And
We both have.
yeah, we have. Cheers to that. We both have.
Maybe do you think it's because you're the one that reaches out? Like in most friendships, there's the reacher outer.
Yeah,
you know?
that's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
So maybe that's just.
If I don't text Brian, he never texts me or call me ever. So.
But I just think that's the dynamic.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I don't want that dynamic
Maybe you just
anymore.
need to call him more. Well, I'm glad we're airing out
You know,
the grievances.
the grievances.
And he knows now
He knows.
that maybe you'd like
He's
it to
known
be
for a
little
while
more
now and
50-50.
still hasn't even done anything about it.
Well, now it's official. Now the league knows, so we can follow up.
All right. So there you go. That's why I think Brian never calls me. We'll never know why he never calls me, but all right.
I hope you talk about it.
Yeah.
soon.
So on to the next one.
Number 2. When do playoffs start? That's an interesting question. I'm assuming it means fantasy playoffs.
Yes. yes. Well, like I said earlier, right? So week 14 is the last regular game of the season for fantasy, and we got week 15, 16, 17, and so that's where we're at right now. And those 3 weeks are going to be the playoffs.
Okay.
So week 15, the number 1 and number 2 seed are going to have a bye, so they're actually not going to play anybody.
Okay.
And
So it will be 3 versus 6 and 4 versus 5?
it should be that way, but I feel like last year wasn't like that. I don't know. I haven't looked.
We'll
in a
get
while.
back.
Yeah.
Well, next week.
But anyways, yeah,
Summarize
it'll be seed number 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be playing against each other, and then after that, then week 16 will, when seed 1 and 2 will go ahead and go.
Yeah. And the toilet bowl bracket is similar.
Yes.
In that it'll
Yes.
be 10 versus 7
Mm-hmm.
and 9 versus 8. And
Yeah.
then they will play again in week 15, and that'll be it for the toilet bowl group.
There you
which
go,
is
yes.
guaranteed Kevin and I. So.
Well, with that being said, let me just refresh everybody for the playoffs since we're here. We're gonna have an actual meeting about keepers sometime next week before the playoffs. I'll figure out when's a good time for everybody, like a real one, not a fake one like last week. And but real fast. So the only thing is that same thing as last year. If you're not in the playoffs, your waiver wires, you don't do waivers until Wednesday, not Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you don't make the playoffs, then your waivers, you cannot put any waivers in on Tuesday. You have to wait till people actually playing have waivers, and then
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, and 10,
Yeah. No.
and go ahead and do waivers.
Checks out.
There you go.
So everyone
So-
keep an eye out for the meeting. Be
Yes.
available.
Be available.
Figure it out.
I'll call Brian. He won't answer though, so he'll never. I guess he might not even be able to go. Anyways, so, and then the last one, Berber.
Number 3. Who has the best value for the number 1 overall draft pick? Bijan, Kelsey, Chase, Chubb, Adams, Mixon, Olave, Cup, CD, Eckler. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, what an interesting question.
I think.
Almost all of them underperformed expectation, would you say?
Like honestly, like okay, so I think the question was more like, who had the best return value?
Sure.
Like, oh, who stayed number 1? Like, you drafted this person number 1 and they made you happy. For me, I actually think it's a clear 101, like a clear 101.
Who?
Okay, and I would say right now it'd be CD Lamb,
I would agree.
right?
I would agree.
CD Lamb.
But again, that's what I mean is almost all of them underperformed
Yeah.
expectations. Yeah.
CD
With the
Lamb.
exception of CD.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, so, to be honest with you, Kelsey would also be a good argument, but then also Kelsey has some flawed games.
The last few weeks have been rough.
Yeah.
And Taylor Swift was there
Yeah.
on Sunday. I don't know what happened to him.
I mean, 11 points out of your
Maybe
tight
he
end
has
is still
jet
pretty
lag.
good, though. You know what I mean? So it's hard to, say, oh, yeah, but,
It's not good for Kelsey.
yeah.
There's no argument there. 11 points for me with Ferguson is amazing. 11 points for Kelsey is not.
Okay, so you're saying, Kelsey was 102 overall, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying you would have rather had Chase, Adams, Mixon, and Olave over
Oh, no,
Kelsey?
sorry. Let me rephrase. I was just saying his last game was
Okay.
bad. No, 100%. He was the second best value. pick
Second
of
best
this
value
group.
pick.
Yes.
Okay.
The worst was mine.
No, it's Chubb.
Oh, you're right. It was Chubb.
Unfortunately, it's Chubb. Chubb is
True.
the worst one.
True.
He's gaining 0 points. I mean, Eckler has been pretty bad too. He has been good. Olave, which was still... See, Olave should not even be involved in this conversation, so he's not a clear 101.
Yeah, that was an interesting pick.
But...
Honestly, though, if you look at Kevin and my number 1 draft picks, our ranking in the league currently makes sense.
no, I like...
Bijan didn't do any... Not per his fault. We're all going to agree it was
Yeah, we talked about
Arthur
this.
Smith being
Yeah.
a jerk. Or weird, or whatever. but he definitely did not return the value that I needed, particularly after the dud picks of Harris and Madison.
Yeah.
He just wasn't
Yeah.
nowhere near 20 points a game, which is what I thought it was going to be.
You know what? Honestly, if I had to pick over for Eckler, I'd still keep Eckler over all these guys.
I understand that.
Yeah. And the same thing, Amber Raxton probably still thinking the same thing with Kelsey. Like, no, I'll stay with Kelsey.
I mean,
Kelsey.
yeah, we talked a lot of shit about her draft going Kelsey and Mahomes, but
Oh, you know what?
she's real good.
I made a mistake.
Huh.
So it actually isn't. So Kevin pointed this out to me, but John's number 101 was actually McCaffrey, not Chubb.
McCaffrey's up there too.
McCaffrey's clear number one.
He
Yeah.
I would still say CD, honestly.
No, yeah, that was my
We
bad,
should
guys.
look it
my
up.
bad, guys. Start
Do you
over.
want to restart this?
No.
Okay.
It's CMC.
Okay.
It's CMC, 100%.
I'd still probably say CD, personally. But CMC is a very close second.
Yeah,
It's
because I'm
splitting hairs.
like that's
But I think CD has had more 30-point games, and his floor is too. And I think McCaffrey, just because San Francisco
he was on like
as a scoring offense
15
is a little.
scoring streak or something like that.
I know. I'm just saying. I think CD was just a hair better.
That's true. I mean, no,
just
I
a
think
little.
CMC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, worst value would be not Chubb, obviously, because he
It
wasn't
was
his
number
number
2.
one.
Yeah.
So it would be
Chase.
no Chase.
Bijan.
It would be Olave or Mixon.
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
Olave.
I
Yeah,
think
Olave
those-
shouldn't have gone 1 anyway.
That's true.
Should not have been a first round.
Well, there you go. There's the mailbag questions.
Olave underperformed expectations for a second round pick,
Okay.
and he went in the first in our league because it's our league.
it's our league.
We all know. We all understand.
All right. So the next segment is going to be sit start cut. Okay?
Love it.
So we're going to do a sit start cut for QBs and sit start cut for wide receivers. And I
Do
think
it.
these are actually pretty good ones.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? So let's go ahead and go. Let me ask you the first one.
Okay.
Okay. So sit start cut quarterbacks. Okay. Will you sit start cut Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, or Tua Tagovailoa?
Yeah. So this one to me is pretty transparent. Dak Prescott's on fire.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to start him.
Yes.
You have to start him. Otherwise, the odds of you putting 30 points on your bench are just extremely high.
So you would.
I am starting
Okay.
Dak Prescott. Interestingly enough, I drafted and dropped him, but that's irrelevant here.
Yeah. I had him for a couple of games too, and
Yeah.
he sucked ass. I dropped his ass too, but
Yeah.
now all of a sudden.
Now he's on fire. Yeah, you're starting Dak Prescott. I think you're sitting Mahomes. Again, it's Kansas City right now is having a little bit of a lull. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're just tired. I'm not sure. But I think he's still Patrick Mahomes. You don't
Yeah.
cut Patrick Mahomes.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, in most cases, you're starting him. I
You have
just
to be
think
starting
I
him,
just
yeah.
think you're sitting him to Prescott, right? And you're dropping Tua. Tua's hit or miss. Like, again, he's one of those players that, like, you kind of have to start because the odds of someone actually being better, but, like, Geno Smith outscored him this week.
Yeah.
Who's the one quarterback we were talking about who's top 10? Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah, Joe Flacco is even doing better. Yeah.
Joe Flacco. So when Chris talks about why we don't draft quarterbacks early,
Yes.
it's because Joe Flacco can step in for the Bengals. Or Cleveland, excuse me.
Cleveland, yes.
Yeah, for Cleveland and become a top 10 quarterback this week.
Out of nowhere.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Really.
He's only 36 years old. And here we're making it seem like an ancient,
Yeah.
relic. Beyond his prime.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, he gets the top 10 finish this week, huh?
I just think he's not that good. But that's besides the point.
So, yeah, obviously, yeah, I would also start Dak Prescott. And I would, I don't know. I like Tua's offense more.
Tyreek is hot. Chain is hot.
Yeah. The whole,
Mostert is
yeah,
hot.
the whole thing. Yeah, all of it.
Waddle is hot. It is a force to be reckoned with. Whereas on Kansas City, everyone has their night. Pacheco played great on Sunday. But it's not quite as universally dominating.
Yeah.
Rashi has a night. Kelsey has a night. Pacheco has a night. It's not like everyone's scoring hot.
Yeah, it's hard to bet on.
I understand that. Sure.
the Mahomes,
Yeah, I buy that.
the Mahomes offense right now. So, all right. So now we got sit, start, cut, wide receivers.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's go ahead and go. This is also a good one. So you're gonna sit, start, cut Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, that one's hard.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
That's extremely hard.
Yeah. Who do you feel comfortable with the rest of the year?
Amon-Ra.
You feel comfortable with Amon-Ra?
That's my gut right now.
Okay. Sometimes I feel like Detroit offense struggles. Like, sometimes Jared Goff doesn't look like he knows what he's doing.
But
on
in
the
those
field.
games, doesn't Amon-Ra still do good?
Yeah, he's done great. Yeah, you can't be mad about anything he's done.
I think I'm not picking Tyreek in this case or Evans because I don't love Tua.
Okay.
And what's
To
his face?
a Waddle?
Not Waddle.
For what? What do you ask?
Quarterback.
Quarterbacks.
Who's Tampa Bay's quarterback?
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Thank you. Jeez, brain fart. I don't love Baker Mayfield or Tua as reliable
Tyreek, the
options.
number one fantasy football player, has scored the most points. He's scored more points than like all the quarterbacks. Tyreek Hill.
It's a fair point.
As Brian put it out, he said that he's a monster. He's actually a cheetah.
So your start is Tyreek. I'm taking it.
I'm saying for the rest of the year, I mean, I don't know. Like, do the wheels fall off for Tyreek, or does he just dominate still? That's the question I have. Right?
Are they fighting?
Mike Evans
Are they fighting for a bye? They should be.
for the number one seed.
Yeah. Or are they out of it?
Um,
I mean, that would be
Right.
relevant too,
Yeah.
right? Because if they have a guaranteed bye, are they in the same conference as the Eagles?
No, Miami's AFC. Eagles are NFC.
They
The
probably
NFC is the
are
one that-
fighting for a bye,
So you
and
think-
then you think they have to unleash every game.
okay. So you,
So I think that's a fair. I understand the logic to be sure.
you feel comfortable with Amon-Ra, but Tyreek, you're just like, he's on fire. It just doesn't make any sense to bench him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Evans, when you say it like that, Evans is not even in the same pick, like same.
But he is so good.
He
He's consistently 17 to 20 points every week.
Definitely a value draft pick.
100%.
Like,
Arguably the best value draft pick.
yeah, I could. Yeah,
Because I
there's
think he
an
went in the
argument for
6th.
that. Yeah.
He went low after Godwin. I got Godwin, I think, in the 4th.
Okay.
He was supposed to be my wide receiver, too.
Yeah.
And no.
No.
Wrong.
All right. So there you go, sister cut. I agree.
Those were good ones.
Yeah.
No,
let's
they were
start.
hard.
Yeah, those aren't. Yeah, because these players are great and they're doing good. And
Yeah.
they're consistently doing good. If they're not consistently doing good, then they have a big name, right? Like Mahomes. Like obviously, you're not gonna want to bench Mahomes because you don't have a better option. All right. So we got our next segment. Okay, is always gonna be, the new one. So, right, you pick 2 to protect you.
Yep.
And then 4 are gonna attack you. Okay, what do you think it's gonna be?
Santa, the elves, Mrs. Claus. It's fine, I got you.
There's a beat.
I'm invincible.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Just have some champagne.
Just have some champagne.
Okay.
Just calm the nerves.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We're okay. All right, let's go.
All right, you
Tell
think
me.
it's Santa?
Lay it on me.
All
I
right.
think it's Christmas themed.
It's.
It's okay.
He's back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we got. What to protect you from a bee? No. It's going to
Bees,
be
wasps.
big cats. Okay.
What?
Yep. Big cat family. Okay. So you're gonna have to pick 2.
2 to defend.
2 to defend. The other 4 are gonna attack you. So we got lions, cheetahs, tigers, cougars, panthers, and jaguars. For me, there's a clear 101.
I think mine's tiger.
Okay.
What's yours?
Clear 101 tiger.
Okay.
100%.
Woo.
things are-
Strong, fast, large
Yeah,
leaping
they're
radius.
ginormous.
Yeah.
Producers say no.
My
What's-
clear one is lion. to
Clear
protect
101 is lion?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
me. Mufasa
Mufasa.
was a king
Right.
for a reason.
Disney called it. Yeah,
they are
Disney
king of
knew.
the jungle for
Yeah.
a reason.
Yeah.
But do lions and tigers exist in the same
No.
ecosystem? Is that the right word?
I mean, area, continent.
Yeah, like aren't tigers in Asia? And,
Yeah.
And like so like maybe they're only king because tigers aren't there.
Tigers are huge, man.
Lions are bigger.
Are they?
Like a boy lion would definitely be bigger.
I don't think so.
I think
I
he'd
just
be
think of the
stronger.
San Diego Zoo and how the lions you can get pretty close to them, like their
Mhm.
entrapment, but the tigers are like 50 feet
Yeah, they're
down.
like super far away.
Yeah, and,
like there's that big
and the
old
zoo
air
is like,
gap.
nope,
Yeah.
we need physical distance
Yeah.
between a tiger and the guests as opposed to a lion. That,
Yeah,
like,
there's
you can get pretty close.
There's that big air gap, you know, like in case they want to leap or something. I don't know.
They must have hops for it to be
Yeah.
that far down.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, so one of one's going to be both of us tiger.
Tiger, yeah.
Producer says lion.
Mhm.
Okay, so then what's number 2?
Tiger.
Mine would be lion. I would do the lion. Maybe.
I don't know why I'm not feeling the lion. I don't know what it like. They just seem lazy for some reason.
Yeah, because you always see them at the zoo. They're just fucking just,
They're just
fed.
hot.
Yeah, they're just hot.
But they are also the biggest. Yeah, so I think I'm going lion tiger.
What about panther? Aren't they pretty big?
Panthers are they're more sly and sleek like a cougar or jaguar.
Okay.
I feel like cheetahs are just too small.
They're too skittish. I think they'll be
Run.
able to run away, but
They'll
not with
run,
me.
yeah. I'd rather
Not
face
with
a
me.
cheetah. Yeah, I'd rather face a cheetah. I feel like they'd just GTFO.
Yeah, you can
That's
probably
one
scare
off
them
the
off
list.
just like yelling.
But no, I think cougars, panthers, and jaguars are all kind of smaller of the big cats.
nice.
Okay.
But they're more, like, they're going to be faster maybe than a tiger or a lion, but not stronger.
What about, okay, are we thinking male lion or
But
like
again, if I'm
a
defending
female
myself,
lion, like Nala?
either.
Either one?
Nala's pretty fierce. She tackles. Speaking of Lion King being our factual
Yeah.
basis for how lions act,
Mhm.
she took Simba down
She did.
in the jungle.
So we're both all three of us in agreement.
Yeah, I think it depends on the objective. In this case, I want the two most muscular cats to defend me as I am building a defense.
Okay.
But like, if I was trying to plan a heist, like I'm breaking into a vault, I'm probably looking at cheetahs, cougars, and panthers. They're a little sleeker, they're a little smaller, they're a little quicker.
Yeah, I think a cheetah and jaguar. I think those two.
Yeah. So in this objective of I need to defend myself, that is the answer.
The big ones.
Lions and tigers and
Yeah.
bears. Oh my.
Well, there you go. That was a simple one. That was easy, huh?
That was an interesting one. I'm enjoying these questions. Like it a lot.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go with. Okay, so last week we didn't have a podcast, so
Yeah,
The
that was
time-
my fault, team. I was feeling under the weather.
so the time before that is that we had upset of the week,
Uh-huh.
right? So, and I said that Ray would lose to Amber
You did.
because she didn't have Mahomes or Kelsey,
Correct.
and guess what?
You are
I
fucking
was
right.
right. There you go. Ray's
It's
only.
really a talent, Chris.
Technically, Ray should have lost last week if, the whole debacle.
Mm.
So she should be 2 losses right now. But her first loss was because she didn't have Mahomes or Kelsey.
Yeah.
Which is telling, though, because you know what I mean? Like,
I think we should talk more about how good you are at being right at this category.
I'm good at being right all the time.
If we were to do the statistics on it, and maybe we should for the next podcast.
KWS?
Yeah, because, like, if you were blind guessing this, you would be 50-50. And you're, like, 12 out of 13 guesses,
Mhm.
right? Haven't you only missed one?
Yeah.
You didn't do it last
I
You
did
didn't
one
do it,
last
yeah, which
week,
is
and I was
12 out of
wrong about
13.
Kevin's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's, like, talent.
Yeah. There you go. Well, hopefully I
That's
stick
amazing.
with this streak, huh? So the new
I'm
episode of the
excited to
week
hear.
is going to be... It's going to be actually... your boy Sanchi529 versus Nick. So right now Nick is projected about 15 more points than me this week.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I feel good about it because you know why? Because I got Justin Jefferson back. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say I'm gonna beat Nick this week. Justin Jefferson's back. I got Eckler, Jefferson. I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I love it for you.
Yeah. There you go. Are you gonna be upset if I lose?
I am.
Yeah, because the predictions.
I'm gonna be really devastated, honestly.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna.
And this
go
is the last week too.
That's true.
Because I mean, you can have predictions and playoffs, obviously, still, but it's the last time that you have the full slate. So
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I really like this segment a lot. I
Oh,
like
it's
how
sad
good
to-
you are.
It's sad
at
to
it.
say this is the last time we'll have a full slate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All
It's the
right.
last time we'll have a full.
Okay, so we gotta
This
go
season
ahead.
went fast.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so last week we didn't have a theme also.
Do you want to recap the theme from?
Nah,
Tuesday?
it's okay.
All right, we're just moving.
We're just moving on. So this week's theme of the week, okay, is going to be Christmas related,
Perfect.
right? Like you were.
Tis the
Yeah,
season.
tis the season. So, all right. So the theme of the week is what is your favorite Christmas decoration?
Oh.
Okay. So
Are
It
we
could be-
looking for?
I think I've done this one in the past, but I mean it can be anything, right? But it has to be a decoration
Can we
inside
say
the house,
snowmen
outside the house.
generically?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like I like lights or I like
Yeah.
figures. Or
Yeah,
I
it
like
could be
glow-ups.
reindeers or bows or mistletoes
Okay.
or lights, you know. Lights in general. Christmas tree, obviously. Wreaths. What else? Trains.
Trees. Christmas trees. Did we say that?
Elves, gnomes.
Gnomes?
Like Christmas gnomes.
What is a Christmas gnome?
Like the gnome, like garden gnomes, but dressed Christmassy.
I've never seen one.
You literally painted a gnome house.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Stockings.
Angels.
Stockings. Angels.
Stockings.
Stockings. Santa Claus stuff.
Movies?
Ooh.
Or Christmas?
like
no,
Santa-
'cause no,
creepy
never mind.
Santa
I don't know
Claus
what I'm talking
sweaters.
about. Huh?
I like creepy Santa
Oh,
Claus
yeah.
sweaters.
Ugly Christmas sweaters. Is that for decoration, I guess? Antlers?
Yeah, reindeer.
Theme parks?
Bells.
Bells.
Snowflakes.
Sleighs. Trucks with trees in them.
Yeah, trucks with trees in them. Or about like the ones with the antlers on the cars?
Yeah.
Right.
Lots of options.
Rudolph?
Our
And
duplicates.
who lit up that deer?
Anyway, so there you go. There's theme of the week is favorite Christmas decoration. You can have duplicates. Actually, no duplicates because yeah.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Everyone
There's
has
plenty.
multiple favorites.
So there you go. Favorite Christmas decoration. What's yours? I'm just kidding. You can't say it right now. Why are you
I
thinking
can't
about
say it
it?
right now. I'm
Come
sorry.
on. Anyways, all
Can
right.
it be
That's
Lego
it.
related?
Yeah, good. Legos.
I have a
Advent.
Lego decor, Lego advent calendar.
Star Wars Advent Calendar. Huh?
It's not decoration.
I have
It
a
is
set
decorated.
that I use to decorate my house.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's a good set.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah.
Producer's calling bullshit on me using it to decorate my house. That's okay.
all right, and then that's it. Now we have power rankings. All right.
Alright.
So right now, with that being said, I think Ray's gonna be number one for power rankings.
I understand. She
Um,
usually is.
Yeah, she usually is. With that, and then we got Brian. I think
Mhm.
Brian's team looks good. I mean, he doesn't have Tank Dell anymore, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason why he's second place, and he's been second place all year.
Yeah.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
So, it's gonna be Ray, Brian, then it's gonna be Amber Sanchez. You know,
Okay,
so,
whoop.
and then it's gonna be your boy Sanchez 529. I'm gonna take out Nick this week.
Get done.
Number 5 is gonna be Old Faithful, right, Kevin? And
Little
then
average.
number 6 will be Frawhiger. You got it.
That's me.
Don't worry. You're not going to be last place this year. Don't
That's the
worry.
goal. I can be ninth. I'm cool with it. I want to get rid of that stupid fucking license plate.
You
I
know,
genuinely hate it. I was like,
you know-
when we said that last year, I was like, oh, I'll do it. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. But I really do dislike it. Every
Yeah.
time I see it, I'm like, oh, that pissed me off a little bit more than I thought.
you know you have to make Kevin show proof like at least once a month.
How do you know it's gonna be Kevin that's last?
It's gonna
place?
be
We have a
Kevin.
bracket.
Oh my
He
gosh.
got the highest points in week 13.
It's going to be Kevin.
He
Anyways,
got the most points in
you
week
got to
13.
be like, where's proof? Where's proof? Where's proof? Because he kept on doing it to you all last year.
That's true. We'll provide proof in this podcast so
Yes.
you all know it's still there.
So then it's going to be number 7 is going to be Steven.
Mhm.
Number 8 is going to be Jonathan. Yeah, you didn't even play defense, huh? Against him.
Thank you, Jonathan, for starting a trend
Yes.
that got used against you.
Looked like the boot was on the other foot, huh?
I mean, I think he was okay with it. But
Yeah.
it's true. I never would have thought of that strategy until he did it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it now too.
That's true.
My only regret is that I even picked up a defense. What a waste of a transaction.
That's true. All right, and then there's gonna be number 9's gonna be John, and then number 10's fuck Nick. And that's it. There's the power rankings.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right.
We need another KWS next week. It's the last chance.
Oh, that's true. Like a finale KWS. That's true. But we'll see. He gave good insight.
Very.
I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was good. I didn't. Yeah. It made sense after he further explained it.
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure.
Okay.
So now we can talk to it a little more educated.
Yes.
Because we're like, what does this mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was on us, Kevin. Sorry.
Anyways.
Your analysis was great.
With that being said, I think the podcast is done, huh?
All right.
All right. So, thank you for everyone watching. Thank you, Amber, for joining us. Right?
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for
And-
having me again.
Yes. Thank you for providing the libations, right? Striker's here.
Yeah, he's just protecting us.
Anyways, with that being said, don't forget to tune in next week for power rankings, and don't forget to smash that like button. And don't forget,
Let's ride.
All right. So, right now we're gonna go ahead to everyone's favorite section, right?
Mhm.
It's mailbag.
Mailbag.
All right. So the first question. I got 3 of them this week. What's the first one?
I ask you. Remember,
Of course.
you're the commish.
Yeah. He's taking a shit.
Oh my god! Striker!
Literally,
Like,
literally, as if you planned it.
In the middle of you two, perfectly in the middle.
he's like, I'm gonna shit on this side, not over there. Like nothing over there.
It's okay. We love him. He can do no wrong.
All
You don't be
all
mad.
go
Part
back.
of being outdoors is being near animals.
It's still relaxing. Striker's relaxed, and we know this now. So question number 1, which I
let's
started
start
laughing
over,
about.
start
Okay,
over.
sorry.
Anyway, so